Hello.
Hell yeah. I'm not there yet.
No, getting there. Hello.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, last night we finished watching 2 episodes of American Horror Stories, because it was a twofer. It was part 1, part 2.
Yeah.
It's the rubber man, but it's the rubber woman, like in brackets kind of thing, isn't it?
It's like the W-O and then man is in brackets.
Or is it the woman that's in brackets? Is it the man?
I don't know.
Either way.
Either
way.
Something.
It's the first 2 episodes of season 1 of American Horror Stories. Stories. Yes, not stories. So it's about this family with this girl and her 2 dads who move into the murder house from season 1
of American Horror Story.
Yeah, so that's what the house they move into, because the parents are flippers. They flip flippers. They swim. No, they flip houses. They flip houses. They do them up and they sell them again. But they kind of bit off more than they could chew with this one, because they actually don't have that much money and they're dipping into their daughter's college fund, and it's a big house and it's got a lot of work. It's also really fucking haunted.
Yeah.
So either way, the daughter is a bit unhinged.
Would you say so?
Just a tad, like. Just a tad, yeah.
Yeah, no,
she watches a lot of hardcore porn. Now, we're not ones to shame when it comes to the bedroom. Not at all. But...
Sorry, Mom.
We're not prudish. But
Yeah.
the stuff this girl looks at on the internet...
It's just nothing compared to what we'd watch. I mean, it's so violent.
It's so violent.
Why would you?
Okay, stop.
That was a close one.
It's so close. Anyway, she watches some very damaging stuff. Like, it's not just like, oh, BDSM, S&M, like fun and games. It's like borderline torture porn, basically, is what she watches. And, you know, there's some, I don't know whether it's psychopath or sociopath, but there's something not right emotionally there.
Yeah.
Very much a lack of empathy.
Yeah.
And either way, so her parents pick her up on it and they're like, oh, you know, we because they check her internet history somehow, like through their computers, through the IT person coming in or whatever. So they pick her up on it and she gets upset, and then they say that she needs to talk to a therapist because they're genuinely concerned, because they're worried that, like, you know, what she's looking at is damaging. And I think it is. I think porn actually is very damaging.
I think it's a very damaging thing. I think it's like, not to go like weird on facts, like, but I think it does damage a man. Or like, I think it does damage men in general, because like, you know, they expect like a certain level of, like, you know, like
aggression when it comes to sex.
Like when you watch porn, you're like, oh yeah, like, you know, I love this, but then when you go into the bedroom with like a girl, that's
just not always how it is.
Yeah, it's not how it is. Porn is made as it's like movies, it's like films, like it's not real. It's not real. So people can't watch porn and just be like,
no,
you know.
It's very damaging for young boys and young girls, because like with young boys, I think it can a lot of the time create this thing of girls becoming objects in their minds, because they see all these violent things, and not even always necessarily incredibly violent, but there's snuff porn and everything. Yeah. Like, it's bad. Anyway, we need to get quicker here with the point. It's damaging because for girls, I think it makes them go, I'm supposed to look like this, I'm supposed to like this, I'm supposed to do this, which isn't fun for a girl, because it makes you perform like a object or a thing to be desired. And that's not what sex is about. It's not supposed to be like, yes, you can be kinky. We're fully on board with being kinky. It's just respect, not just for the person you're with, but also just for people in general. And I do think it's very damaging for young boys in particular as well, because like you said, it just sets this unrealistic expectation, and I also think it makes women and girls look a lot less like something to be respected in their minds. It makes them look like something you can just do that kind of stuff to. Yeah. Not as actual people.
Long story short, porn is not real.
Porn is not real.
Don't base your life off of porn.
Do not base your expectations for sex off of porn.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing wrong with being sexual or exploring your sexuality and, like, looking at certain things, you know? But I think overall porn is very bad for somebody's mental health. Like, I don't think it's good. And I also think Pornhub as a site is fucking disgraceful. And a lot of porn sites are, especially when they have teen as a category. I think that's disturbing. And, like, a lot of the stuff on Pornhub as well was put up without the person's consent. Like, some of it will be stuff that's just filmed without the person. Either way, Pornhub is bad and porn isn't great. If you want to read erotica novels, sure. And like, there are some porn videos that aren't all bad. Like the amateur stuff that's usually just 2 people having fun in the bedroom. Going on a whole rant about porn now. Either way, the parents pick her up on it and it's not going well, and they say they want her to see a therapist, and she's starting at this new school, and there's this group of girls, and one of the girls is flirting with her and all that stuff, and it's just, it goes on from there. And then there's the ghost in the house, and the main girl is getting to know the ghost in the house, and one of them she quite likes. The 2 episodes episodes are very good, I think. A happier ending than I expected.
A very happier ending.
Yeah, like almost a sitcom, rom-com kind of like funny ending.
Yeah.
Which I actually kind of liked.
Yeah.
I found it kind of entertaining.
Yeah, I did too.
I kind of liked the happier ending. I was like, you know what? Good for them. Let them enjoy it. Overall, I actually really liked the 2 episodes.
Like, when I first watched them alone, like, I thought they were just, like, it was so great. Like, it was just, like, it took me back to the normal...
Murder House?
Yeah, it took me back to, like, the normal episodes of, like, American Horror Stories.
Mm.
Because, like, American Horror Story, there is some weird episodes or seasons in it, like, you know, like, I didn't particularly like the Freak Show one, and I didn't like there was other ones there that were just, like...
There are some I haven't actually watched. There's so many that I haven't actually watched.
Yeah, but I kind of like the basic ones, like Murder House, The Asylum,
I
The
quite like
Hotel.
Murder House.
Like, I like all them ones, like, just the normal
I think Murder House had
ones.
some of the best acting out of all the seasons.
Yeah, these 2 episodes were really good.
They were really good. I loved them. And the dads, I liked one dad more than the other. I liked Michael.
I like
Who was
Michael.
Donovan?
Yeah, I like Michael.
Donovan, he played Donovan in the season 5 Hotel and American Horror Story, and he was great. Overall, I really liked it.
I liked it. What did you think of Paris Jackson?
Paris Jackson, it's so funny, I had no idea who she was. It was only because Mark told me last night. I had no idea that she was related to Michael Jackson. I thought she was a good actress. I'm really torn. A part of me kind of wants to give it like a semi, like mid-score, but I'm actually so tempted to give it a 10, because I actually kind of like the fact that it got a happy ending, so I'm tempted to give it like a 10. What about you?
I'm going to give it a 9.
A 9?
No, I'm going to change my score to 10.
I'm giving it a 10 because there's nothing I personally can think of where I'm like, I didn't like this.
Yeah.
I found this boring. So that's why I'm giving it a 10.
If
Yeah,
it's
10.
10?
10 out of 10. And that is the Rubber Woman Part 1 and 2. Bye!
Bye! I buy one of them suits.
As long as it's not the mask and just the suit. Because I find the mask creepy.
No, just the suit.
Just the suit?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we could get like a zip on the lower part.
Yeah.
Yeah.